Saturday morning, starting at 10. Dragon Ball Z Kai. 1 hour, 2 new episodes. First, can little Gohan keep the super powerful Saiyans busy till Goku gets back?
Enough! Playtime is over!
Then, on another all-new episode, things go from bad to brutal.
It seems I have no choice but to step in and finish this myself.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. 2 new episodes. 1 full hour. Next Saturday morning at 10 on the CW4Kids
Toonzai!
Next Saturday morning on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Rule number 1, never back down from any challenge.
Now I'll summon Cyber Raider!
The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Next Saturday morning at 9.
Want more high-octane excitement?
Let's rev it up!
With another all-new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Road to Destiny. Coming up next.
Next Saturday morning on an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Chunk Destroyer attacked Weissel Infinity head-on!
Hey, that was a lucky move. But fate doesn't always favor the lucky. It favors the bold.
Observe!
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. All new next Saturday morning at
Today on Yu-Gi-Oh! A battle so big,
I'll show you real power. Let's go!
a confrontation so colossal,
Time to lose it all!
it will pit brother against brother.
I want my brother back right now!
Behold the power of my mage and his mirror of truth!
Oh no!
Attack my mage!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Sonic X.
Conquering this puny planet will be a picnic.
Sonic and Eggman face off in their very first showdown in Station Square. Don't miss Sonic X. Coming up next.
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh!
I now control the souls of your former friends.
The Pharaoh's faced with a dreadful decision.
If we fight back, our friends will be lost forever.
Am I supposed to be scared to attack? Only if destroying an innocent soul concerns you.
Save his friends.
Kaiba, stop!
Or save the world.
Don't do this!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Want a double dose of dueling? Then be here for another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragon. Today at 11:30, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Next Saturday morning,
We're approaching Duel's kingdom.
Kaiba faces Pegasus in a spectacular rematch. Attack his Toon Alligator with Cyclone Blast. Attack Kaiba Boy's Life Voice. Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragons. Next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Want a double dose of dueling? Then be here for another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragons. Today at 11:30, only on the CW4. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Outnumbered and out of luck, there's only one option left. Run!
What should we do?
Whatever we have to. Let's rock and roll, boys. Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragons. Next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not gonna duel against you, Mai. You're gonna pay for it by giving up your soul.
I have no soul. Harpy Lady, attack now! Joey, no!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragons. Today at 11:30 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! By trying to save a friend. The odds are not in my favor, but it ain't over till it's over. Joey risks losing his soul.
Your time's up! Goodbye!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragons. Next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Since you've come all this way, you might as well stay a while. Yugi's left with only one choice, and no way to escape. Let's do this! Attack! Yu-Gi-Oh! Waking the Dragons. Today at 11:30 on the CW4Kids.
A global gathering of the top-ranked duelists, assembled for a shot at the World Championship. But what's a World Championship without a World Champ?
How could I say no? My plan's in full bloom.
The dueling is fiercer and faster than ever before.
Yugi is defenseless!
And this time, The king of games may lose more than his title. Yu-Gi-Oh! New time, next Saturday morning at 9:30 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
In a town where robots outnumber people, one bot rises above the rest.
Cubix! Yeah! Let's fly!
Cubix has the power to protect mankind. But he faces a madman
Dr. K! Who else would it be?
who fights to destroy it.
It's time, Colossal!
Cubix, robots for everyone. Next Saturday morning at 7 on the CW4Kids.
An ancient robot
He's coming online.
unlocks dark secrets.
That boy is Dr. K!
As Dr. K seizes power.
Robots all over the world do exactly as I command.
End of the line, Cubix. The only hope for the future is this robot from the past. No! Don't miss Cubix next Saturday morning at 7.
On the next Sonic X, Sonic and Sam take it to the track for the title of World's Fastest. Sam's rocket car will burn more than rubber. And his dirty tricks may catapult him to victory. Sucker. Oh, yeah? It's rocket time! Will Sonic beat Sam's thrust? Or eat his dust? Don't miss this Sonic X event coming up next. On the next Sonic X.
Well, what do you know? A Chaos Emerald right under my nose.
A fight for the Emerald leads to an all-out air war between Eggman and Sonic. Don't miss Sonic X coming up next.
When the last Chaos Emerald is found and all 7 are put together, it'll be a real blast. Those emeralds might create a blast that could lead to total global destruction.
We've got some emeralds to snag. Let's play, Sonic, for keeps.
Fine with me, Eggman. Take your best shot.
Sonic X, the Chaos Emerald Saga, next Saturday morning at 8 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Is Boom, the Tai Chi character for Win. Senna, the Tai Chi Chasers' gutsy team leader, uses its power to blow away her blustery archenemy, the Dragonoid Jahara. Tai Chi Chasers, today at 11 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. This is the symbol for fire. This is the symbol for water. And this is the symbol for action.
You're through, Tigeroids.
Excitement.
Let's move it, you guys!
Adventure. Tai Chi Chasers, today at 11 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the very first Tai Chi Chasers, an ordinary life
See you later, Mom!
becomes extraordinary.
It's over. There's no use trying to escape from your fate.
Be there for the very beginning. Tai Chi Chasers, today at 11 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. All new Tai Chi Chasers, the final betrayal.
Brian, we're placing you under arrest for spying.
This is a big mistake! I'm a Tigeroid, not a spy! Senna, please! Tell him, Donna! Tori!
The final siege.
Now I have all the Tigeroid's Tai Chi characters. We'll have power over the whole universe.
Tai Chi Chasers, the season finale continues. Today at 11 on the CW4Kids.
It's time to duel.
Get your game on! Let's rev it up!
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists have always been heroes, but never like this.
Get set to get decked!
The CW4Kids Toonzai presents the next chapter in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Saga. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
I'm feeling the flow!
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
We have your friends. If you want to see them again, you must come to my mansion and duel me.
The more life points you lose, the more the rock on which they stand will crumble!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, next Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids.
Initializing Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal deck specs. Subject, Yuma Tsukumo. Typical, unusually clumsy middle schooler. Dueling skills, less than skillful.
Who to duel today?
You mean who to lose to today?
Yuma's win percentage has seen improvement as of late, due in large part to Astro, the invisible alien duelist giving Yuma invaluable advice in battle. For more, see Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Initializing Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal deck specs. Subject, Shark. Cunning and cold-blooded, Shark is as dangerous as the predator he's named after.
Now, Arrow Shark, dig in on that chump!
As clever as he is crafty, Shark is always 2 steps ahead.
These thugs don't care about you, Shark, they're using you! How do you know that I'm not using them?
See Shark sink his teeth into action on Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal deck specs. Subject, Kite.
Someone other than you and I are gathering numbers.
Though Kite gathers number cards for a noble reason.
When all of the number cards are ours, my brother will be okay.
Fighting for his brother is what makes Kite so lethal.
My method for taking a number is so forceful, that individual's soul is taken as well.
For more, see Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, today at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. What is happening?
Astro!
Hey, cold, dark, and creepy! If you want this number so bad, beat me in a duel! Wait to play right into my hand. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, all new, coming up next on the CW4Kids.
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, wake up! They're controlling you! I've had enough of your meddling! Stop him! Bakura, they abound! Right down the barrel! Yu-Gi-Oh! Next Saturday morning at 11 on the CW4.
He goes by many names, but there's only one king of games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 11:30, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai. On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Akiza wants to be a turbo duelist. Slow down, you will be well! Does she have what it takes? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Road to Destiny. All new, coming up next on the CW4Kids.
Toonzai! On the next, Sonic X.
I'm really curious to know what the Meta-X are scheming.
You want us to stay on course? We're bound to get attacked!
That's what I'm hoping for.
Sonic X, next Saturday morning at 8.
Next Saturday morning, as 2 dimensions collide.
I despise Sonic so much that I decided to bring time to a standstill.
Impending disaster.
I want revenge!
Forces Sonic to return home.
I'm gonna finish off that hedgehog traitor once and for all.
Or suffer the consequences.
Open file.
Sonic X, the Homeward Saga. Next Saturday morning at 8 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Sonic X, coming up next.
Man versus machine.
Game time is over. The real battle begins now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, all new, today at 11:30 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Coming up next, Dragon Ball Z Kai. 1 full hour, 2 awesome episodes.
My name is Frieza. I'm quite the collector of Dragon Ball.
Frieza's forces fight the Namekians in an all-out brawl for the Dragon Balls. Then, Vegeta learns a startling secret about the Saiyan race.
Wait, I know the truth about Planet Vegeta!
What? Dragon Ball Z Kai. 2 awesome episodes, 1 full hour. Coming up next on the CW4Kids
Toonzai!
Today, on an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, he's surrounded and outnumbered.
I can't lose these guys.
There's nowhere for you to run, you say, and nowhere to hide. You think you can escape me?
Think again. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, all new, today at 11:30.
And be here in 2 weeks for the Yu-Gi-Oh! 500th, the 500th episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Saga on the CW4Kids Toonzai. This is Frieza, merciless destroyer of the Saiyan homeworld.
It's hard work. Keeping such raw power tied to a leash tends to get away from me.
Now, for Goku, and for the pride of his race, nothing short of Frieza's total downfall will do.
I will defeat you!
Frieza versus Goku.
Witness the Dragon Ball Brawl to end them all. Dragon Ball Z Kai, today at 10 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Sonic X. Conquering this puny planet will be a picnic. Sonic and Eggman face off in their very first showdown in Station Square. Don't miss Sonic X. Coming up next. There is a power hidden in this universe. Those who find it rule. Tai Chi Chasers series premiere today at 11 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Tai Chi Chasers.
I can combine Tai Chi symbols to make new attacks.
Kai learns a new way to use the Tai Chi.
You Tigeroid twerps won our last round, but this time you're through.
But is it way too little?
It's over!
Far too late? Tai Chi Chasers, coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Sonic X. Conquering this puny planet will be a picnic. Sonic and Eggman face off in their very first showdown in Station Square. Don't miss Sonic X. Coming up next. There is a power hidden in this universe. Those who find it rule. Tai Chi Chasers series premiere today at 11 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Sonic X.
What's going on here?
Strange new creatures. Strange behavior. Just plain strange.
Goodbye, world domination. Hello, Shuffleboard.
Don't miss Sonic X. Coming up next.
Sounds like quite the party.
He goes by many names, but there's only one king of games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 9, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
Coming up next.
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
Sorry, Yuma, but Utopia, your best monster, is now under my control.
Now, this little monster could make a big difference. But will Yuma take the risk? Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, today at 9:30 on the CW4Kids Toonzai. Saiyans, Namekians, Talking Pigs. Only one show has them all. Dragon Ball Z Kai, today at 10, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Sonic X.
Conquering this puny planet will be a picnic.
Sonic and Eggman face off in their very first showdown in Station Square. Sonic X, today at 8.
Let's do this.
Exhilarating monsters. Explosive action. Watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! With something extra. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, 1 full hour, every Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
It's a new beginning. Where am I? With new heroes. Who, me? New evil.
This could be fun.
And new action.
Let's end this now.
Why not? I'm game.
Sonic X, the New World Saga, coming up next on the CW4Kids
Toonzai.
Coming up next, Dragon Ball Z Kai, 1 full hour, 2 out-of-this-world episodes. It's a 3-way crossfire. The good.
Better hurry.
The bad. The Dragon Balls are mine. And the ugly.
Your power pales in comparison to mine.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, 2 awesome episodes, 1 full hour. Coming up next on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
We have your friends. If you want to see them again, you must come to my mansion and duel.
The more life points you lose, the more the rock on which they stand will crumble.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, coming up next on the CW4Kids.
He goes by many names, but there's only one king of games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Today at 11:30, only on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
That's one more.
When Knuckles finds a Chaos Emerald, Chaos finds him.
Say hello to the Lady Ninja.
You can't afford to miss Sonic X, coming up next.
let's do this.
Exhilarating monsters. Explosive action. Watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! With something extra. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. 1 full hour every Saturday morning at 9 on the CW4Kids Toonzai.
On the next Yu-Gi-Oh! My Millennium Equipment is sensing a dark presence. Bakura. Oh, in the name of Pharaoh! This madness ends here. Illusionary shockwave. Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming up next on the CW4Kids. The pieces are all coming together. Cubix, robot for everyone. Next Saturday morning at 7 on the CW4Kids.